Have you been doing all kinds of work to get your lymphatic system to drain? Maybe lymph massage, or maybe you're doing things to try and get rid of that little belly fat right here. Or you're just trying to cleanse and it's like nothing happens. Did you know that that entire lymphatic system, the ability to manage cortisol and belly fat or to cleanse, is very interconnected to your nervous system? And if you don't work with your nervous system and you do all these auxiliary activities, at best, you'll just loop around getting the same results you've always gotten. So what I want to do is to show you 7 little activities that are so easy that you're going to go, why did nobody ever tell me? Well, that's because you hadn't met Cheryl Townsley, who is all about getting results. One of the best tools I have found to be able to support lymphatic drainage is to do simple lymph drains. Dry skin brushing is great, except most people won't do it because it takes too much time. I'm going to show you 6 places that you can access to drain the lymph. I'll show a few bonus to really help the head and the brain, which is called lymphatic. And so I'm going to demonstrate it. You can do it with me. And remember that this is my left hand. The left drainage pipe, which is right here at the collarbones, the left one drains the left head, left arm, and the whole rest of the body. The right does the right head, right chest, and right arm. So we always start with the left. And here's what we're going to do for number 1. You're going to rub right here above the collarbone 3 or 4 times, and then below the collarbone. Or you can do them both together. That's number 1, but we have to do the right side. So we're going to do the right side above the collarbone, below the collarbone, or together. That's number 1. Then number 2 is to go behind your ears. There's so many lymph nodes here. Behind the ears and drag down to your collarbone. 3 or 4 times. You want a nice, firm, but not uncomfortable. The other key is doing this daily, once or twice a day. Don't do it once a week and be irresponsible on this and expect to get results. Your lymph needs to be encouraged daily, preferably morning or at least morning and evening. Okay, this is number 2. Now, while you're here, there's 2 other ways that you can add support to drain puffy face. One is to take your fingers right back here at the back of your neck and bring it right down here to the drain of the collarbone 3 or 4 times. Very easy. The other is to take your index, so this is 2A and 2B. Go along the curve of your cheekbone and down 3 or 4 times. So we've got 1, 2, 2A, 2B. Number 3 is to get right in here and squeeze your pec muscles. Really squeeze it and then drag down. This one can go with those swinging triceps that you want to get rid of. Get in there, really massage the pecs. Go down here, that's number 3. Now on my way to number 4, which is here, I'm just going to rub right here at my rib cage, and then I'm going to come right down here, and you want to be able to get your fingers in between the ribs and your organs. And if you've got scar tissue, you may not be able to get in here like I am, but over time you can do that. And this has to be open for all that puffiness down in your hips and legs. And then if you want to, you can do this. But this one is number 4, and then number 5 is the groin. Number 6 is behind your knees 3 or 4 times. And when I'm at my knees, I go down and do my ankles. Super easy. You can do it anytime, in the shower, when you're sitting on the toilet. It's great to do after you fly. Lymph drains are easy. In addition to lymph drains, one of the other things you can do to support your lymphatic system is rebounding, which is a great all-purpose exercise for the lymph. It helps with bone density. It can help with incontinence. If you don't have a rebounder, you can get exercise balls and use those to do bouncing. So that was our second tip. And the third one, if you want to do something that's super easy, like, my goodness, so easy, all you have to do is open up a package, pull out a patch and put it on, because the Defend patch, not only does it support the immune system, you can take blood under a microscope, live blood, under a microscope, see clumping, and then put on a defend patch, wait just a few minutes, go back and look at the blood, and it flows smoothly. Learned it from a surgeon. That's pretty cool because if the blood is getting healthier, so is the lymph. So you can do your lymph drains, you can do the rebounder, you can do the exercise ball, you can put a defend patch on. I've been wearing one of these for about 4 months, and it's huge. If your lymph isn't moving well, you often have skin issues. So you might want to just put it with a Lumi patch because that works on the skin externally and internally. So that's our first 3 tips to help you with all this drainage. Now let's move to how to support your nervous system. When you support your nervous system, the vagus nerve is so very important. It's closest to the skin right here. It's the only nerve that goes into the head, then comes down, impacts tight neck, tight shoulders, breathing, digestion, and goes all the way into the gut. This is something that you can do that's so easy. And the shortcut, which happens to be a part of the lymph drainage, is to simply rub behind the ears, where the vagus nerve is close to the skin, and rub down. So doing that for 3 or 4 times is a shortcut. I'm going to show one that's a little bit longer. It still doesn't take but less than a minute. If you have a sparker or an activator, you can use that. If you don't, you can tap where I spark. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And what you're going to do with the hand that's going to tap or spark, doesn't matter which one, you're just going to find your belly button, and about 3 inches out, you're going to spark to the right, on, and to the left. Right, on, left. Right, on, left. That's what this hand is going to be doing. The other hand, you're going to start with 3 fingers at the back part of your crown. Spark, spark, spark. If you're sparking, just tap 3 or 4 times. Then you're going to go 3 fingers here at the crown. Spark, 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 or tap. Then go to the hairline. Spark, 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 or tap. 2 fingers right here at the eyebrows. Now, even just doing that for me, I can feel everything calm down. I can feel my voice relax. I've had corporate executives that doing this, they went, man, I can function again. It's the simplest thing you can do. Because if your vagus nerve is off and your nervous system is off, all the lymph work, all the cleansing is circulating in rivers of cortisol and stress. So vagus nerve, very key. The next one is breathing. Deep breathing. So I'm going to show you a very simple technique of breathing. And breathing, it just tells the body whether you're in stress or whether you're in peace and calm. So we're going to breathe in for our nose. The more you're a nose breather and not a mouth breather, you're going to get rid of snoring. You're going to get rid of health issues in the mouth. It's amazing what quality nose breathing does. So what we're going to do is breathe in for a count of 4, and then we're going to breathe out either through your nose, preferably through your nose with your mouth closed. If you can't do that, just at least put your lips together. And we're going to hum and see how long you can go. So breathing in. Now I went about 12 seconds. A lot of people can breathe in maybe for 2 to 4 and exhale for only 2 to 4. The closer you can get to breathing in for a count of 4 and then go to 20, everything in your system calms down and all of your cleansing, all your lymphatic work starts to create real results. It doesn't cost you anything. Super easy. Now the next one is to work your ears because there's a lot of lymph, there's a lot of cranial nerves. And what you're going to do is you're going to put your fingers in your ear and just work your ears in a circle backwards. You're going to go up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And again, you'll start to find you relax. You might even yawn. Anytime you yawn, your nervous system is relaxing. Now, if you want to speed up the results amazingly well, and bring your sympathetic and parasympathetic into balance. Sympathetic is when you get stuck in fight or flight. Parasympathetic is when you're able to start breathing, relax. You want all of those to work well together. Fastest way to do that is to pop on a peace patch somewhere where you don't have any nerve damage, where you have no scar tissue, where you have no hair. It could be here, it could be on your buttocks, it could be on your ankle. Put on that peace patch, experiment with any of these resets, and just begin to notice if you don't feel more relaxed, if your drainage work starts to produce real results, because now you're working with drainage, with your lymphatic system, and your nervous system. And that, my friend, is a wrap on how to get results.